PrimeMC Alert Nation, I'm your host, Killer Galstar. Let's get right into the news. Now, this episode is going to be a little longer. I got a lot of stuff as it's been like a week, maybe a week and a half, and just been getting some content for you guys, trying to find some stuff, so that's been fun. So let's hop right into our first story. We're going to be talking about the prison changes that the community would like. And now this is kind of perfect because the reset's coming out this weekend. So I actually wrote this around like a week ago. I didn't really know this was coming, but we can still talk about this a little bit here. First question I had for the players was, what's the biggest problem with prison right now? One player went on to say that every season is basically the same. Like, I know that could be really boring. There's no change. You know, if they're doing the same thing over and over again, trees. Sorry, something in my throat. Might get boring, you know. I can understand that totally. Another player said on how custom picks actually have less money than normal picks. I don't really play prisons very much, but that sounds like a pretty bad thing to me. They also mentioned, similar to what the last person said, how there's no meta shift or changes. It's kind of like the same thing all the time. Someone else also said that it's really hard to progress without a rank, which I can see. Like, pay to win sucks, right? It should be free to play. I mean, apparently it's just kind of like quality of life things, but of course, it should not be pay to win. And the second question I had for the players was, what makes prisons fun for you? One player said that the progression and grind is fun, which I can understand. You know, that's why people like to grind for IS top and whatever. It's fun to grind. Another one said how they like the PvP and the competition, but that's kind of hard to come by nowadays. You know, there's not that many people playing, he says. And someone else said how it's relaxing to just mine and just listen to music. Yeah, I can understand that too. You know, sometimes I just like throw on the music, build all this random stuff. It's how PrimeMC Alert really came to be. I guess we'll talk about that in another video, but let's move on to the next story here. Now, for our second story here, if you watched the last episode, you'd remember that we had a little section to Ask Me Anything. Here we got a couple questions here. Let's get right into it. What is your IRL name? You know, I can't really say what it is, but somebody I used to know that used to play Prime, I told them once by accident. So I don't know, I'm not going to tell you who it is, but if you can find out who it is, yeah, go in. My favorite staff member? Well, I gotta say everyone here is really nice. I don't have a favorite, of course. Everyone's nice, you know, everyone's so helpful. Of course, I'm just a trial mod, so I don't know everything and ask anybody, you know, they'll help me out. It's great. The best PvPer of all time, of course, the GOAT Spatomer. He actually 10-potted Stimpy PvP. It's pretty crazy. He's kind of the GOAT. But for real, I gotta say, some of the best players that I know from Prime gotta be like X Legends, Nick, or SMH Nick. Some people might know him as that. Chill News, pretty good. 2Fame, many others. I can't name everybody. Where am I from? I'm from Canada, British Columbia. I think lots of people might know that. I've said that lots of times, but yeah, I'm a proud Canadian. British Columbia, small little town. Nobody really knows about it. It's pretty fun out here. What is your opinion on the tree meta and the tree machines that were popular until they were banned? Well, personally, you couldn't tell, I really dislike the tree meta, mainly because there's lots of downtime. Like, you know, you water your trees and what, like, that's it. There's no like, you're not being active. You know, you're AFK watering trees. I can't do that. I don't like that at all. I also thought that the tree machines were like overpowered as crap. Like, those things were insane. Like, if you look at the battle top, load, it's pretty inflated at the moment. Like, almost $1 trillion. That's pretty insane if you ask me. It wasn't like that like years ago. It's kind of crazy now. And now for our third story of the video, we have the state of Prime. As you guys know, Prime's player count has been pretty low lately, like the last 2, maybe 3 weeks. And it hurts to see that, personally, as a player who's been playing for a long time. Luckily, a global reset was just announced. We can see it in the multiplayer tag here on the PrimeMC server, actually. We can see that they called a global reset this Saturday. So every realm is actually resetting. Survival, prison, skyblock. That's gonna attract some players back, I hope, and you know, take Prime out of its sleepy state right now. You know, it's it's just asleep right now. We're gonna wake it up this weekend. You know, we should probably take a second to congratulate those who placed IS top, prison top. Take a look right now. We got Pucos, congrats, 3 billion levels. That's insane. I think it hasn't really changed much from last season. So we got KGB. I'm on this island, but congrats, guys. Good job, good job. Future Squad, Tristan. Always see you on top here, my guy. We got Code Reckless. We got God Squad popping off. We got a nice amount of levels right there. I could never do that myself. We got Kronk. He's doing good. All these people here, top 10, they're doing great. I'm 3005, grinding. I'm working on it a little there. For sure. Let's check out prisons here for sure. Haven't been on prisons much at all. How to get a plot mine? I don't even know, my guy. And I'm gonna just use a pack, dude. Yeah, and we're back. I don't know if my PC just sucks, but that took a while. Usually the plot top guys right here. We can just do it ourselves. Top plots. Alright, we got Nick. We were just talking about him. He's got... Wow, you got a lot. I don't really play prisons, so I don't know what's good. We got X Legends. Looks like... Yeah, they're just... quite a lead over here, I think X Legends can catch up. I got Loveland and doing great. It's Dennis popping off. Of course, X Derp, we got Dora, Cool Plot, we got Sveni, we got DQ, that's just staff members, alright. Of course. So congrats to all those people, you're doing great. Now we should probably talk about the new changes / updates that the game modes will be receiving. Starting with prisons here, PrimeMC decided to change the max prestige from 100 to 30. I like this as it's probably refreshing for the players and it's something a little new. Riots were added a little while ago, but it's probably nice to mention as they give good rewards and they're fun. The starter kit was also buffed and now contains a Fortune 20, a 300 slot backpack, a few higher tier candies, and the Sugarsmith. It's pretty cool to see the starter kit buff there. They also decided to remove the taming requirement for pets at level 1 to 3, but for a level 4 pet, you will need the taming XP. They also buffed net chances, so it will feel a lot smoother. There were also some enchantment balances. Autosell was removed from the token shop. Moon and Uranium picks are being reworked in their respective ways as well. A new feature that they decided to add was Auto Miner. It basically just spawns in a clone of yourself to help you mine. It'll just mine for you, and you can buy it from the store, of course, primemc.com/store. You can buy it from the store and you can activate it with /am spawn. Basically just mine for you. It'll have a pickaxe to your liking, like you can put the enchants on it depending what you want on it. It will cost 50% more, but I think it's worth it. Double the mining, you'll make that money back in no time. And the last big change to prisons was that Koth keys were made into 2 separate keys. So now there's a Koth key, which you get from Koths, and a boss key that you get from bosses. It's quite crazy. They also made the size of backpacks 5,000 from 2,000, which is a pretty big jump. You can mine for a lot longer then. Now for the skyblock changes. We're getting a new spawn, which is always nice. Explore the spawn a little. They're usually nice and big. They got a modern theme, space theme, whatever. It's pretty nice to see. They also added kill effects, I think just like last week or week and a half ago, which you can get from crates and things like that. There was also big changes to the eco, which were the spawner changes, like now they're a little more useful. And they also hinted that there will be more content throughout the season, so I'm excited to see how that's going to progress. Now for the 4th and final story of this episode. We're going to talk about story ideas. It's kind of hard to get stories, and it took me like a week and a half to get this episode together, and I'm very lucky that the reset came around, otherwise it would be a lot shorter. So I thought I'd think of something, like send me your guys' best ideas for something I can feature on here, and maybe I'll get you something in game one day. I know the reset's happening, but next season I can get you something nice in game if you give me a good idea. Just send it my way in the comments or in my DMs. You can tell me in game. Just whatever you want. Just send me, and there's no such thing as a bad story idea, you know. I always need something to add, right? So for sure, send me your story ideas and we will try to incorporate them into the episodes. Now that's going to do it for this week's episode of PrimeMC Alert. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a bit longer than the last one, and I guess I'll see you guys around. Peace!